Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name's Kristen, and today I'm going to be swatching these 5 gel colors that Born Pretty sent over to me, and then we're going to use some of these colors to make a Labubu set. Now, it does end up turning out more like a Lafufu situation, but we'll get there. And if all of that sounds like a good time, be sure to subscribe and stick around. Let's start by taking a look at this shade called Dreamy Sea. It's a very dark teal with kind of like a bright blue reflect. All the gels we're testing today are cat eye, by the way. I am affiliated with Born Pretty, so if you're going to be shopping with them, I have a link in the description. And if you want to try to get a discount on some items, you can try my code, which is Stab Nails, which is also listed in the description. I absolutely love Born Pretty. They're such a good company. They're so nice to me and good to work with, so I highly recommend. This is how Dreamy Sea looks with 2 coats. Isn't it so beautiful? I absolutely love the contrast between that teal and that bright blue reflect. It's very oceany, super beautiful. Next is this amazing, amazing shade called Blueberry. It's so perfectly named, too. The glitters are in this jelly purple, like a grape purple base, and then the cat eye reflect is such a bright blue, and yeah, it's just such a blueberry shade. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I think it's my favorite one of all the ones I received. I think they kind of have this fruit series, and the cat eyes are just amazing. There's like an apple, a guava, a honeydew, and this is blueberry. And yeah, I was just really excited to try any shade from that collection. And look how stunning this is with 2 coats. The 2 coats really brings it to life. I absolutely love the contrasting colors in this. And then I'm just gonna like hold a little black background behind it to see if it makes a difference, but most of these gels can handle life on their own. They don't need a black base to them. Next up is this shade called Midnight, and OMG, this is the most special cat eye gel I've seen in a while. The base is kind of like a jelly gray color, but the sparkles are holographic, and then the cat eye reflect goes from teal to purple. You can kind of see it now. I was shook. It almost has like a chrome effect. So it's got this like 2 color shift plus hollow glitters and then the jelly background. I was shook. I couldn't believe how special this color is. I'm hoping you can pick up the holographic a little bit. There's so much going on in this swatch. My poor camera probably didn't know what to do. But yeah, what do you guys think of this one? I think it's so special. And against a black base, it looks okay. Like I said, I don't really necessarily think these ones need a black base. Moving right along, we're going to try Haze Blue. I do question the name of this one a little bit because I don't really see the blue element. It definitely just feels like a silver polish to me. But this one is also very special, but is more simple. So it's again, it's kind of like a gray base, but the reflect, the cat eye is so crazy. It's like those super, super small particles so that when you activate them, it looks like a satin sheen almost. There you go, you can see it there. And yeah, just wait till you see this one with 2 coats. It's crazy. I do find the smaller particles to be more sensitive to the magnet and therefore harder to control the design. I do get the hang of it, but yeah, they just move around so easily with the magnet. And then here we go, 2 coats. Absolutely beautiful, and I think the shade would look amazing layered, like if you put any other jelly color on top of it, that bright white silver reflect is gonna come through. It's so bright. So yeah, I really like this one also. And last up is this shade called Blue Ore. I think it's just a coincidence that this set of colors ended up being so blue-green heavy, but either way, I love it. So this shade is more of like a medium blue, and it also has a bright blue reflex. So blue on blue, and the particles in this one are bigger. You can definitely see the difference between the particles in this one and the last one we just swatched. These ones I find a little bit easier to control, but it definitely has a different look to it, so it depends on what you're into. This shade is giving me sparkling ocean water vibes, and the second coat just makes it look a little bit more intensely blue. Let me know what you think about these shades in the comments. Let me know which one is your favorite. I always see videos of nail channels doing Korean gels with the cat's eye, but honestly, you don't need to spend all that money on Korean cat eye gels because Born Pretty is the best and they're so affordable. Like, look at how amazing all these shades are. They're so interesting, so unique, and so special. So, obviously, I'm a big fan. Anyway, we're going to get into the set now. And if you're just here to see how I make the Labubu part of things, then feel free to skip ahead, but I'm going to do the base first. I'm using 2XL square tips from Enail Couture. My first time trying them. I like them so far. And this is the pinky, and I'm using the shade Blueberry, my favorite little shade. I wanted the cat eye effect to be specifically kind of like centered in the nail, like a long oval kind of shape. So I start by doing that velvet effect that I normally do by like pulling the magnet along each side. But then after I do that, I'm also going to put the magnet at the top and bottom of the nail. And yeah, it definitely works for what I wanted it to look like. So it just kind of looks like a long oval burst of color in the center of the nail. See? The next three nails, I'm going to be doing the blue haze color, which is definitely more of a silver haze. But for this one, I'm going to do a different cat eye effect. I'm going to do more of like a true cat eye where it has mostly like one line that's really lit up. And then as you move it, there's kind of like a subtle reflect across the center. Hopefully you know what I mean, but if you don't, you'll be able to see it here soon enough. It definitely takes a while. Like, I've been working with cat eyes for a while now, and it's taken me a long time to be comfortable enough to actually be like, okay, I want to do this effect. Can I actually do it? And yeah, so that's how that looks. Hopefully you can see. Give it a little cure, and then I'll do the second coat off camera. Next, I'm going to do a marble effect, and I've just had this in my head for about a week or more now. I've been binging Kirsty Meakin's videos, so shout out to Stephanie for that. And I watched a video, she did this marble, and I was like, oh my god, it looks so easy, but it looks so good. So I've just been really wanting to try it. So we're going to take pretty much all the colors. I think I used all the colors except for the Dreamy Sea. I've been trying to come up with some ideas for a Labubu set for weeks, and I'm kind of having, I wouldn't call it like a creative block, but I'm I've been very indecisive with my creative decisions. Like, at first I was going to do a rainbow set, and then I was going to do like red and cherries, and then I was going to do ocean themed, but I couldn't get the ocean effect to work. And um now we're here and it actually ends up to be kind of like a spacey theme. So a long little road to get to the set I made for today's video. But anyway, so once I have all those colors laid out, I'm just going to do a little swirl, and I'm taking my blending brush and like scooping up the colors and then lightly dragging the brush, like floating the brush and dropping the colors onto the nail, adjusting it as needed, but it mostly the gel does the work for you. and I just absolutely love this effect. I don't remember the last time I've done it, but it looks super cool. When I was deep into the creative vibe of making this marble effect, I was kind of curing it as I go. Whenever I felt like it looked good, I'd give it a quick flash cure, completely forgetting that most of these gels are cat eye and I could have activated them to get an even more interesting look, but we'll never know how that would have looked because by the time I realized it was too late. So we're just like acting like these are regular old gel colors with nothing special going on. But yeah, they still look amazing. These marble nails are going to be on either side of the Labubu nail. So I wanted it to kind of look like the Labubu character was emitting these vibes. It's not like an ocean theme necessarily, although it does kind of give that as well. But I was thinking more like energy and colorful vibes and stuff like that. So for the middle nail, I did one layer of the Haze Blue, and when I activated it, I did the velvet effect. And then I did a thin layer of the midnight color over top, and look how dimensional that is. I think I discovered a good combo. This is a good nail combo, like a layer of the Haze Blue with the midnight blue. Also, those two names just sound cool together. And I had forgotten that I had this brush for texture. I think I got it months ago, and I decided I wanted to try to do like a swirly texture on the snail. I'm applying the 5-in-1 top gel from Born Pretty, which is one of my favorites for creating texture. Right now, I'm just playing with it because it's my first time using this brush. I was wondering how it would look with those straight lines because I don't know if you guys have seen those like glass nails and they have this like straight up and down texture. So that works too, but I'm gonna I'm gonna stick with the swirly idea. Again, it's like the vibes. The Labubu has the energetic vibes coming out of it. Actually, to be honest, I end up covering up most of this effect. I don't know why I do that to myself, but I would love to see a set of nails just like this. It looks like glass. And I thought that that swirly glass texture looked so good that I did it on almost all of the nails afterwards. I'm not doing any top coat over this. It's just using the top gel and the texture curing, and that's it. So here's how they're all looking. Not what I was expecting with the texture, but I ended up loving it so much that I just went ham with it. And okay, it's time. It's time to start sculpting a little Labubu. I had watched a few tutorials on Instagram. I have more confidence with sculpting after I did those Nosferatu nails. This was a little ambitious for me. I definitely felt humbled. I was not Anyway, it's fine. I'm not like super happy with how it turned out, but it's okay for a first attempt. And anyway, y'all will see. And if you're not sure what Labubu is, it's this Asian little character. It's a monster that's also ugly but cute at the same time. And they just kind of blew up in popularity. People are buying collectibles. My favorite part of the trend is that people are customizing them, giving them piercings and tattoos, dyeing their fur, giving them outfits, giving them accessories. Like, it's so funny. And a lot of people will hang them on their purses too. And something you should know about me is that I am someone who has been hanging ugly, fluffy things off of my purses for literally years. Like, my sister makes fun of me for it because usually I'll buy them from like Temu or AliExpress, and it's like, oh, it's a cute little fluffy bunny, but it won't look anything like that. But I'll still hang it on my purse because I love ugly, fluffy, cute things on my bags. So, as someone who's been doing that for years, I am totally on board with this Labubu trend. Not that I can actually afford a real one, Earlier, when I said the term Lafufu, if you're not sure what that means, that basically means a knockoff Labubu. So if you order one from Temu or AliExpress or really anywhere, if they're less than $100, it's probably a Lafufu. And some of them are like really good dupes. Others look really weird and wonky. And that's the category that my little guy lands in. Actually, I shouldn't call it a little guy because Miss Labubu is a lady, which I didn't really know, but now I do, and I love that. So she's kind of a funny looking little girl, a funny little Lafufu, but anyway, once the head and ears and face is on, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the body. This is like really small. I know that like I'm zoomed in far, but this is like very small work. And I think I need glasses, honestly. When I got to the point where I was painting the face, I was like, I can't fucking see what I'm doing. So, shout out to people who do this type of art, the sculpting, the painting. Like, character art is so difficult, and I don't think it's for me, but I'll try when I need to. The sculpting gel I'm using a combination of gels from Amazon and Temu, but they're the exact same, like, branding, same labels and everything. They're literally like $1 or $2 a jar, and I just wanna say, like, if you're new to nails or new to sculpting, you really don't need to buy expensive, like, brand name, influencer, whatever, like, you don't need to spend the extra money on those gels when you can get these knockoff ones that work perfectly good. Like, I have 0 complaints about using these cheaper sculpting gels. They work great, and they come in, like, pretty much all the colors you need, and they're super easy to mix custom colors if you need to as well. The only thing I haven't found is, jelly like a jelly version of these sculpting gels. So let me know in the comments if you come across a discount version of something like that. So while I'm sculpting this, I just want to plug my Patreon for a moment. So if you like my work and would like to support me, it would mean a lot if you would consider joining my Patreon. I will have a link in the description. Just a disclaimer, do not join through the Patreon app, otherwise they will charge you quite a bit extra. But if you join through the website, it's just the fee that I have, which is a $5 a month charge, and you get access to some exclusive content with me, and it honestly would just really help support me. And so, yeah, think about it, do it if you can, and if you do, I'll see you over there. You know, as I'm watching this footage back, I'm kind of getting Teletubby vibes. But anyway, I'm gonna move into the character painting part, which this shit is not easy. This part is so challenging. Well, I'm just not like a character art person anyway. I've always been more of like an abstract, gestural artist. So when it comes to being precise, it's just like it's not in my DNA, but I'm trying so hard. So if any of you out there do character art, I'm so impressed. I'm extra impressed by you because this was so much more difficult than I thought. I was really trying my best. And what makes it really challenging is that when you're drawing or painting anything with eyes or a face, if you mess up, it just looks so terrible. And these teeth were so hard. Like, I literally, this was the point where I was like, I need glasses because I could not see what I was doing. I can see it now. I wish I couldn't because these teeth are janky AF. But in the moment, I was like, okay, just do it. Um, so here's my Lafufu looking crazy. It does kind of look like a cute little monster, though, so I guess vibe check is there. I mixed up my own custom flocking powder. I took a light blue, a dark blue, and a purple and just mixed them together. I hadn't really considered that before, mixing flocking powder, but you can totally do it to get a custom color. I'm carefully painting with top coat just around the areas where I want the flocking powder to go. I'm going to do it in two parts. I decided to do the body first and the head after. I don't know why, but that's how I did it. Look at this little gremlin giving me the side eye. I definitely wish I had made a practice Labubu first instead of just diving right in, but it is what it is, and this took me so long that I wasn't about to redo it, and I have plans to do a Labubu head on my thumb, and I already have a couple of ways that I want to improve. Anyway, so I'm just dropping the flocking powder. I find it easiest to just use a set of tweezers, drop them in. I'm using a tray underneath so that I can collect the excess and reuse it. Once I'm done placing the flocking powder, I'm just going to tap off a little bit of the excess, and then I'm going to remove that little cat hair and then pop it in the lamp for a minute. And then once it's out of the lamp, I'm going to brush off the excess, and we've got a furry little body. I'm actually loving the flocking powder. It's so cute. So let's go ahead and do the head and hope that it pulls everything together. Okay, and I forgot to top coat the face and the hands and the ears, so I'm just going to carefully do that now and try not to get any of the flocking powder in it. I think I should have done this step before, but it's all good. I do think the fur has helped my cause a little bit, and I'm going to take some of these mini stars and kind of decorate her with them, and hopefully you think she's cute, but also a little ugly because that's the vibe. Okay, and then I'm going to, for these nails, back to these marble nails for just a second. I'm just going to top coat the areas that don't have that texture effect. And then I'm going to add some little stars over top of it because I felt like I knew I wanted to decorate the Labubu with something, and those little stars looked cute and small enough, and I thought that if I put them across all the nails, then it would just bring everything together, so it's kind of like a spacey theme now. Oh, and I'm using the Born Pretty top coat for this set as well. I tried to use as many Born Pretty products as I could, and I used a lot of them. Even most of the brushes I used were from Born Pretty. But with that, I'm creeping in with the finished set. I'm really liking the colors all together. The Lafufu is growing on me. Definitely let me know your thoughts. And here's the thumb. I am doing a separate short form video showing how I made this one, which turned out significantly better than the first one. And yeah, I definitely love the thumb. I wish I had kind of gotten that vibe for the first one, but it's all good. I added an extra charm on the pinky, a little dangly star. A big thank you to Born Pretty for sending me these beautiful shades as per usual. And if you made it to the end of this video, you are the best. I appreciate you so much. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye.